pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You ready?
52's the mic.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Hey, box drop.
From the gun, Reed. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Reed, operating from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick, and I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. And this is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
Ready?
To throw again. Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Henry, and he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go. Check 15. Check 15.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Hines looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Set. 60 or. You draw quarter.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Looking to throw. Reed almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him the question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing. But they watch the film.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Five. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 58 to Mike. 58. 58.
Hard.
3 bucks. Shoot.
Ready.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. High throw, but he makes the catch. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Yahoo!
Reed from the gun, he'll throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
Check, check, 59.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, two.
To throw is Reed on 1st and 10. Gets it to Gordon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. An 11-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50.
Now.
On first down, Henry. This one complete to Devin Funchess. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
80 weapon. Ready.
On the delay, here's Hines. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's into the clear. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 6-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Mack, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Out, 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 out.
They run it here with Gordon. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Reed to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to Fuller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
He's got Fuller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Now.
You got it. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Go. Go. 52.
Go.
52's the mic. Right. Where's it?
Hey, Charlie. 52.
Reed now, operating from the gun. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 4 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now left side on his swing pass. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Get 61. Matchbox lights.
Check out.
Ready?
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, exit.
58, boy, 58, 58, it's Mike. Here we go.
You're out.
Here we go. Joker, 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 Joker.
Get it.
On first and 10, Henry. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
Ready.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Go, go.
Hey, 1-7, 1-7.
Hit it.
Operating from the gun, Henry. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Reed looking to throw on second down. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. From the gun, Reed. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Hey. Bravo.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. 59. Mike to 59. Got one. I got one.
Shoot.
3. A final shot before break. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. This is Hines. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Come on.
Now.
Looking to throw on second down. Henry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Henry. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work, while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This short throw caught by Goddard. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on 2nd down. Henry. Funches has it complete. And a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
To throw is Reed. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Reed. Going to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, echo.
Back to throw. Reed. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger 1st.
1st down, Chargers.
50, plant.
Get the ball.
Get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
10-2 stop.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Let's go.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Reed. And able to connect with Berrios. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go now. 60 or.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Set. 70, Indy.
Hey, here we go.
2nd and 9 now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it milder, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Shoot.
From the gun, Henry. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Throwing on 1st down, Henry. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Back to throw. Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Down. 8, read.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Ready?
On 1st down, it's Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Come on, set. 60 out, ball.
3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Rush in. Get it. Rush in.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And there goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Touchdown, baby.
24 yards. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking to throw. Henry. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Operating from the gun. Henry. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Henry nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up, that's often the result. They find a way back to the quarterback.
Set. 60 or. Pilot, 64, weak. Switch. 5.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
70, Indy.
Here it comes. Check, 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 check.
Shoot.
On 2nd down now. It's Barker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, wait for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Back to throw. Henry. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
It's just me and you. Showing up.
Shit.
Throwing after the interception. Henry dumps this one off to Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Watch left. Watch left. Hey, watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 3rd down, Parker. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Let's go.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Know your job. 58 for Mike. 58.
From the gun, Henry. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Ready?
Throwing again. Henry. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He completes this one to Mack. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Colts are in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point. Final score now on our NFL scoreboard. And the Cardinals scoring again. They've got that one in cruise control. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Check 52 to Mike. Cut.
Hit it.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot. You'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets? Fool. Close in the counter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close in the counter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. Are you ready? Set. As hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close in the counter of what kind? But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me